So this meeting, this all scientists meeting, is really one of my favorite scientific meetings. It's a mixture of work, like these working group sessions, and then information transfer. And so this meeting, I think, is super valuable for both internal working dynamics, but then also developing research agendas to move us forward as we interact with other sites.
I love ASM. I block my calendar for this meeting every time. There is no other meeting like it where people come both with their hardcore disciplinary site-specific expertise and a willingness to admit that they don't know anything at all about your system and try to work together to figure out what the commonalities and comparisons are.
And these things are just, they're family reunions, and it's just wonderful to see how everybody's doing, to see that the other old gray hairs are aging at the same rate that you are. And so it's just a lot of fun to hang out and geek out on science with a bunch of old friends.
There's a lot of synthesis efforts, either getting started or in process, where you can work across sites. You think about open oceans, forest systems, desert systems, cities. They're such diverse environments, but we try to look for common threads and how they're similar and how they're different. And I think looking across this broad range of sites and how they respond, it provides insights into our own work. But then I think we advance science as a whole in understanding processes from a variety of ecosystem perspectives.
I think it's really interesting to see how our thoughts are really getting refined about climate and the different climate drivers. We're starting to have enough data that we can really say why climate is changing and how the system is responding. And we're really getting to some really parallels across a lot of systems.
One of the things that excites me most about the LTER network is the focus on early career scientists. What I see here coming to these meetings is all sorts of young people who have different types of backgrounds and different specialties and different interests, and especially different technological capabilities than I have. And it's wonderful to see the diversity of skills and people coming into the network.
I've never felt so welcome, so at home, like a sense of belonging really to a community of people who are not only educated and interested, but they also are just really generous and kind in their endeavors to sort of propel some of us younger scientists to the future. They really facilitate growth, which I think is completely priceless.
One thing that I was talking about with another graduate student at lunch was how cool it is to go to a conference where it's small enough to interact with more people on a personal level, but it also incorporates people from completely different subdisciplines and working in completely different systems.
Being able to start up a conversation with just about anybody has been really incredible, I think.
ASM is a unique meeting because, first of all, people have a natural connection because of their connection to an LTER site, so there's that. But also the meeting is structured not as primarily as talks, but rather as workshops where you're trying to solicit input from people on different subjects from different kinds of ecosystems. Having everybody talk and everybody coming from a different perspective really generates a lot of ideas.
The sessions at ASM have been really productive. It's a bit of a new space for me, for people to be collaborating with so much expertise, but across so many sites. And so the steps to pull together data from all over and to answer a large-scale question has been really impressive.
Every workshop that I go to, there is a cohesiveness and an enthusiasm that I don't often see at other conferences. We're building towards something rather than sort of reporting our individual work.
A lot of the talks that I have been attending were very interactive, and they ask for your opinion and they force you to think, and I really feel like I benefited from that.
I value the ability to be in the same place with a lot of other really smart people who are thinking about questions in really different systems.
I get to see colleagues that I don't typically get to see from other disciplines. I do a little bit of work on the global carbon cycle, so it's great to see people, ocean people, but also coastal people and inland people, and it's a great experience.
It's really great to just see the different sites and the synthesis between the sites, and how there are ecological concepts that really bridge all of the sites together.
What I find really enjoyable about it is going to all the diverse talks that are held here and learning about new ideas that I've never thought of before, and then as well as just networking with all the amazing scientists that are all throughout the entire LTER network.
What I see in the future is the LTER continuing to diversify and really being a model of what ecological networked science can be in the future.